in my travels occasionally, God gives me an opportunity to talk with people. And it was about 5 to noon, and usually I won't go anywhere at lunch hour because typically the people I need to talk to are gone to lunch or they're busy or whatever. Or I'm just interrupting their lunch, basically. So I don't go in, and this particular day this week, it was 5 to noon, and I was headed to a place, and I usually just pull off somewhere to, roadside park or something, and I was really impressed with the Lord to go ahead, continue on. So I went into this marina, and a guy was prepping his boat for the winter. Big thing. And older man in his 60s or so, and I asked him what he was doing, and we went through some discussion about the engine. He was afraid to start, and so I helped him, discuss the diesel aspects of it and whatever. And so as I was talking with him, the conversation went to the economy, which it does just about every day that I'm on the road. And the conversation just went all the way into various aspects of Islam and the control that they exert, and so we discussed that for a few minutes, and then I mentioned God, and he said, well, I'm an agnostic. And I said, really? And I said, can I ask you why? He says, well, we had some bad, painful experiences with church. He says, it got so bad in the church that we were in that they were knocking on our door demanding that we give money. And he says, when that happened, he says, I'd had it. He says, I decided that this was not anything for me. And I said, well, if I can, please, I would like to apologize to you on behalf of Jesus Christ and his church not representing what they should have been representing. This is not the heart of God. And I said, I happen to go to a church that doesn't beat down your door for money. In fact, they put a basket up front and they say, you can come and give your offering. We're not going to take it from you. And I told them about our business meetings that every year we're 25, some 30% above budget in how much the generous people of God give of what God has given them. And he was astounded. He had never heard of anything like that. And that truth, elders, that truth opened the door of his heart to share the gospel, because he had been beaten so severely with that whole issue. And so he listened to the gospel as I shared with him, and he thought, he didn't commit his life to Jesus at that moment, but it really caused him to think that, no, it isn't like that everywhere. There is a people who want to trust God, and there is a church leadership that wants to trust God. So guys, I just want to commend you in continuing that, because the temptation is to not do that. And there are organizations out there teaching churches how to beat people for their money. And I just applaud you in the name of Jesus that you've stayed with that, and know that there's a man that's listening right now and has heard the gospel because that one little truth that you've held on to among others.